20-day moving averages. That will be about 665. That level, and one more at 640, or a little lower here, 640. So pay close attention to these two ranges here. That's the expected move for this week based on the volatility of the option. So it's great, because once I see that, I know that there is going to be big moves in the market. 10 points up and down. This is going to be splendid for day trading. So stay focused, and we can find lots of profits in the charts here. Now at this point here, it will be best if, well, the market does build some structure here, especially if we do close the cup, right? You want to wait for some microstructure in terms of the yellow and the magenta algorithm here. That will be ideal if it wants to continue heading down. We still have another blue algorithm here as well. You have to pay close attention to that. That blue algorithm may be important, so I want to be looking out for that blue algorithm here. Now, if we do continue selling down in the green and that orange continuing down to the green, it's ideal if we build more liquidity at this level here. So watch out for liquidity building here off that blue algorithm. You may see yellow starting to build more liquidity on the way down if this wants to continue heading down to retest the bottom range of 640 at this level here. Once we get to 640, now there are more liquidity here at 636 level here. Now this is when we completely close the cup, and when the bottom Bollinger by then will start trending down together for the 5-day. So you wait for the 5 days to start trending down. If we do break below, firstly, the 20-day moving average and continue chasing down the bottom Bollinger, we especially do retest that 636 level. Wait for the cups to close. We do also have to wait for that blue algorithm to start building more liquidity on the way down. So watch out there for the 640 level. That's very important. Pay close attention to that. What you want to be more careful is if this continues to go down, as I mentioned. So pay close attention, please. I know it's very tempting to just call for the reversal, but if it's a falling knife, you don't want to catch it. Just be more patient. There will be many signs and confirmation if this wants to bounce. Now at this point here, pay close attention. If we are selling in the green, absolutely don't call for the reversal. If we are selling in the orange as well, do not call for the reversal. What you want to be looking out for will be that magenta at least. Now, magenta has built some liquidity here, right here. This is seen in that pink algorithm here, as I've shown you in that 1 minute chart here. This liquidity here near to that 660 level. So if your 20-day moving average trends down below to that 660 level, this is where it gets interesting, because the market has liquidity here that it can grab if it wants to head back up. So pay close attention to that. More importantly, there is more liquidity here near to that 669 level. Now pay close attention to the 669, because it will come in handy, well, if not today, then in the future, where the 5-day comes back up to that range here. Now you see that happening, isn't it? That possibility. So pay close attention. If there is a reversal, you will not miss it because of the massive liquidity that's built here. On the 1 minute chart, you see it right here that's being built. Now more than just this liquidity here near the highs of 673, right? There is also massive liquidity that's built multi-day, in fact over 2 weeks, and you can see that in the green algorithm right there. So there's plenty of liquidity here if the market wants to grab it back, and if it grabs back this liquidity, you can trust it to go even higher than the previous highs. So you can't afford to wait for what again? 5-day, 20-day, and wait for the break of the major algorithms right here and right here, and wait for liquidity to build off that 20-day moving average and magenta algorithm right there. And if the 5-day bounces back to the green algorithm, you are ready to grab that liquidity near that 670 level here and 660 level here where 20-day moving averages. So pay close attention to that. Wait for this, as I mentioned. Look at the daily chart. Wait for the 20-day and 5-day moving average. Now, quite a lot of information here. I want you to stay focused. The market will have many good moves. Remember what I mentioned as well, and have your mind recentered. You must know why you're doing this, and we can do this every single day. Don't be coveting days like that. Yeah, it's good money. Yes, of course. But the point is, you can make this money every single day. You certainly can. So don't be too greedy. In fact, days like this, you should scale down. You will make even more money, as I've shown you. So thank you very much for watching. I'll see you closer to opening bell.